Hi, I'm Lisa from Optimum Health, and in this presentation I'm going to talk to you about flexible dieting approaches. I'm going to go through it quite quickly, so it'll hopefully be quite short. Now, when people talk about flexible dieting, they're often talking about swapping in cheats, treats, unhealthier considered foods for more healthy alternatives, but still losing weight, because those swaps still keep you in what's called a calorie deficit. So they are managing the total energy going into your body. And I think it's that concept that is often overlooked, confused, or misunderstood. And so it's that concept that I'm going to talk to you about today. So what's the most important aspect to consider for managing your weight, whether that's for keeping it the same or actually losing weight? It is, of course, energy balance, but what does that mean? So think of it like a seesaw. You've got the energy going into your body on one side and the energy used by your body on the other. So energy in comes from our food and drink, and the energy used is what our body uses up in simply living but moving around every day as well. So if the two sides of the seesaw balance, so energy in equals the energy used, then our weight stays the same. Let's look at a slightly different scenario. So here, because we are taking in more energy in the form of food and drink, it's weighed that side of the seesaw down. So we're taking in more energy than we're actually using up, and that leads to weight gain. So for us to lose weight, we need the energy that our body is using to be more than the energy that we're taking in. So swapping the seesaw round the other way. So to lose weight, we can eat less, we can move more, or the best approach is to do a combination of the two, so moving more and eating slightly less. So what makes us gain or lose weight? So let's talk about your maintenance calories. Now, whatever your maintenance calories are is determined by factors such as your age, your weight, your height, your activity level. So just during a normal day, that could be to do with whatever your job is, but also the amount of extra activity that you put on top of that. So all of those factors will go into determining your own personal maintenance level of calories. And if we eat to that level of calories, our weight stays the same. Eat more than that amount of calories over time and you will gain weight. So for us to be able to lose weight, the actual average calories we take in has to be less than what we need to maintain our weight. So we need something called a calorie deficit, which is a negative difference between our maintenance calories and what we actually eat. Hope you're with me so far. So does it have to be the same every day? Does your calorie deficit have to be the same size every day for you to lose weight? Simple answer is no. So let's have a look at a flexible approach to calories over a week. We've got total calories up the side and the days of the week across here. So that horizontal line represents the average calories you need to meet your goal. So let's say it's weight loss for the purpose of this example. If you ate exactly that number of calories over the week, and that has a calorie deficit built into it, then you will lose weight because the average over time is meeting your goal. So it has less energy than your body needs and everything's fine. Now, a lot of my clients don't want to eat the same amount every day. They want some wriggle room at the weekend, for example. And this is just one example that I'm showing you because everybody lives their life differently. It may be that some prefer to go out on a Friday night, some prefer to go out on a Wednesday night. But in this example, somebody is going out on a Saturday. We know that during the week they are busier, so they are able to stick to a lower amount of food for their particular schedule. It may, of course, be that they're able to train more, exercise and move more during that time, further creating a deficit below the deficit we've already set. So the fact that there is a little bit over the top of our line on Saturday there is cancelled out by the fact that they are below the line on the days Monday to Thursday. So they're still meeting that average line over the week and they're still able to lose weight whilst having a little bit of leeway on a Saturday. Now, of course, things don't always go like that. And if, say, you end up having a takeaway with a friend on the Wednesday night and that leads to a few glasses of wine, taking you over the top of your line, and maybe it's been a stressful week, so by the time you get to Friday, you're into the chocolate box, the biscuit barrel, and maybe another bottle of wine as well. So there you can see that the amount that you've gone over your target line for average calories more than outweighs the area beneath the line. So in that scenario, having thought that you've been good through the week, you've actually taken your average up above where it needs to be, and your actual average calories means that you're putting on weight even though you're feeling like you're being good. So this is where being flexible comes with some limits. You have to know how far you're able to go over, and you have to balance that out on other days, but it's across a week, so one day does not blow everything out of the water. So is it just across a week? Doesn't have to be. Let's have a little look at eating flexibly around your menstrual cycle. Because if you're like anything like me, your energy, your hunger levels, and other things like that will vary across the month as well. So this time we've got total calories up the side still, but we've got the weeks of your period along the bottom. So ovulation happens around the middle of the cycle. Now, if you're in tune with your body and your cycle, you may actually feel something happening during ovulation. You may also feel your temperature go up, your mood may change a little. And then we have the period sometime around there. Everybody's cycle length is different, so again, I'm just working on averages here. But again, in the run up to that period, you may feel hungrier, you may want more comfort food, you may feel more constipated, you may not have as much energy. And this is where eating flexibly and training flexibly around your cycle can really help. So you might want to check out an article that I've written on this, which goes into more detail. But it's working around the two halves of your cycle. So in this follicular phase, we have more energy, and this is the better time to start a diet. So let's again just look at the average calories you need to meet your goal. So week 1, you're going to be more able to stick to that and maybe a little bit under it as well. You're also more likely to feel stronger, more confident, more inclined to do more intense exercise as well. So week 2, that will continue. So I call this the spring and summer of your cycle, where you do really want to make hay while the sun is shining. Around week 3, as I say, you may get a temperature spike with ovulation. Your energy may wane a little bit and you may feel a little bit more hungry, so you may want to eat to your maintenance calories in that week. And then around week 4, you may want to eat just a little bit more. And again, there is a limit on this. It's not a license to eat and slob out, but eating a little bit more around this time can help to manage some of the symptoms of PMS. Obviously, depending on what you eat, you may also reduce your training a little bit in that week, depending on how you feel. Maybe you're another way around and you'd rather thrash it out in that week. So it is very individual, but hopefully what you can see by sculpting it over your cycle without too much effort, that you're still able to meet your average over the month and therefore achieve your goal. So I hope you found that useful, but let's have a quick look at what you can do. So put very simply, you can become more aware of how you work. Do your eating habits vary across the week? Are your eating and drinking habits different from weekday to weekends? Are you someone that is very good, in inverted commas, all week long and then goes a bit mad at the weekend? Or maybe you don't realise just how mad you're going at the weekend and you're tipping your seesaw the other way when you're trying to keep it level. How does your appetite, hunger, energy and mood vary over your cycle? This might not be something you've ever thought about, but keeping a diary of it can help you to start to spot patterns and therefore adapt your approach to exercise, movement, but also eating to help you feel more energized and happy across your whole cycle. So if you'd like help on any of that, sign up for our tracking support pack. The link should be down below this video. But if you can't see it, have trouble accessing it, or would like to talk to me about how to personalise this to your own situation, then please do get in touch. I hope that's helped. I hope it's shed some light on what it is that actually causes your weight loss, if that's what you're looking to achieve. And feel free to contact me for any more information. Thanks very much for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.